The Communist Party took over in my country soon after the World War II, and people truly believe that they can build perfect society. They told us that they are protecting us from the West. I realized that we are cut off from the rest of the world, but this was actually to keep people inside, that they will not escape. We heard stories how people pay with their lives trying to escape. They try to stop people to believe in any religion. Their official theory was teaching us that religion is an opium for people. It is to deceive people, to control people. This is a very painful reminder that we were not free people during the communism in our country. You were a prisoner within your own country. But some people who wanted to escape, they pay with their lives. Many died, thousands. My name is Dr. Jozef Gabor, and my father was a member of Communist Party. My grandmother met this pastor from Evangelical Church in early 60s. And soon after they received his Bible, the whole fellowship was established in their house. The secret police and regular police were coming and breaking their meetings, and many times they took pastor for interrogation. They tried to kill him several times when he was coming to the village. I realized that not only old people, but there are many young people who join Christianity, and I start to be interested. And Grandma asked actually youth in the city where I was studying to be medical doctor to pray for me. I didn't know that God will change my future and that I will be expelled from university shortly after I made decision to become Christian. My father told me that I have no future in the communist society as a Christian. I was a little bit scared. I knew that many Christians were in prison. Some they were working in minefield. One of my uncle, he was working in uranium mines. It was a punishment that he's evangelist, so they put him in uranium, and he had no protection. Only political prisoners and religious prisoners were in that kind of prison. I heard Transworld Radio for first time in my grandparents' house, and I heard Mahalia Jackson singing. She was just going down from the stage praising God. So I was moved, and I stopped and I pay attention to Transworld Radio broadcast. Transworld Radio was really connection with the rest of the world. One day I went to the underground camp. I met two pastors who told me about Transworld Radio, praying for helpers. And one of the pastors said, maybe you could help Transworld Radio. And then I met three young ladies, Swedish ladies, who were smuggling Bibles in Eastern Europe. And the cook from the camp started to talk to them and share my testimony with them. And these young ladies wanted to meet me. And when they heard that I want to send message to Monte Carlo, one of them challenged me and said, Joseph, we will take message, but how about you? Are you ready to go by yourself? And I looked at them and I said, I cannot travel freely as you can. So after prayer, one of the girls said, Joseph, we will smuggle you if you are willing to go. I had no money. I will have only clothes, what I have, and Bible, and one small songbook with a few chords for guitar. I thought, I burn all bridges, I can never go back. I remember also talking to my mom on the phone, and she was crying, and she said, we will probably never meet again. And I'm risking life because I'm deserting from army. And this is death penalty. One young lady said that we will hide you in our car, and we will hide you in a sleeping bag between front and back seats. And you will need to stay in that sleeping bag while we will be crossing the borders. Before the borders, there was a long queue of cars. The guards were with machine guns, with the dogs, with mirrors, checking every single car. We were praying, and when we came to the guards, they didn't ask even passports. They checked car before, they waved our car and took another car. And this is amazing, because I remember They were making kind of jokes with the young ladies that next time when you travel, you should have men in the car because it's kind of danger for 3 girls traveling alone through whole Europe. The girls dropped me at the refugee camp outside of Vienna. Then started my odyssey. When I was flying from a refugee camp to United States, I realized that this is only part of my journey. The reason why I left Czechoslovakia was that I truly believe that God is leading me to work with Transworld Radio. Some friends, when they realize I'm trying to come back, they told me that I risk my life to escape. I'm going back as a missionary. They could not believe what they heard. I moved to New Jersey, and I got answer from my letter from Transworld Radio, which I sent to Monte Carlo. This time it was not from Monte Carlo, it came from Chatham, New Jersey, only 20 minutes away where I was staying. And it was amazing. God brought me very close to the headquarters of Transworld Radio. The silence doesn't mean that nobody is listening. The silence means only that at the moment we cannot hear the feedback or we cannot meet those people. But years after, I met so many, hundreds of people who told me, it is so great that you didn't stop, that you didn't give up,